Hello, my friend. Till previous video, we have implemented the auth screens and the home screen. And in this video, we're gonna implement the use screen. Yeah, this one. So let's have a look what the screens look like. So basically, these screens, there are at the top, there's an app bar with this Amazon logo, notification, and a search logo, or you can say icon button. And then here is like hello and my like the username and then the user profile here, like user image. And then there are four buttons here: your orders, buy again, your account, and your wish list. Then comes our orders, then comes keep shopping for like what in past few days or in past like in past what are the items we have searched or what are the items we have seen, those things. Basically, the logic is somewhat like that. Whenever you tap on any of the items, it automatically gets added. And these are your orders, like previous orders, and it suggests you, okay, you buy again. So this is quite simple. Let's implement this one. Or you can say, let's implement this screen. Okay, I will go to view and then go to users, then go to profile. Okay, profile screen. So we will remove this code and here add an app bar. So you can see there's an app bar with this Amazon logo, notification, and this icon, like a search icon. Okay, app bar, preferred size, and the child is gonna be a container. And here the size will be width gonna be the full width and the height. Okay, we haven't added those parameters, those three parameters. So I will go to home screen, and at the top, I will just copy them out. So another package is here called Sizer. You can have, like, you can use it. It's a really good one, but I'm used to this three lines of codes. That's the reason I am not going with Sizer. But to be honest, Sizer is a very good package. You can have a look on it. So the sizer package also gives you dynamic height and dynamic width. So height gonna be 8% of the screen height. Yeah. So let's go to home screen and have a look like what's the height. Yeah, that's the 8% height. And in body, we gotta go with a container and its width gonna be width. So we are not assigning any height because we don't know like what will be the screen length here, what will be the overall length of this entire body. So that's the reason we are not going to like assign any height here. So let's come back here, and in container there is a gradient. You can see that there is a gradient here. So we're gonna go with the same gradient. So we go with decoration, box decoration, and gradient. Sorry, it's gonna be linear gradient, and color is gonna be APA gradient color. So let's add big. Yeah, it was a begin gonna be alignment dot center. Set left and gonna be alignment dot center right. Okay, let's save this one and have a look how it looks like. Yeah, yeah, it's look good now. It's time to add the Amazon logo here and the icons here. So I will go with the rule widget, and before going with the rule widget, I want to give some like little bit of padding here. So padding gonna be edge insets dot symmetric for horizontal, like right and left. We're gonna give 3% of the screen width, and for vertical, we're gonna give 1%. Yeah. So here, this child will be after the size. Now, child, it's gonna be a row. Children, image, asset image, and the location goes as assets, images, Amazon logo, black.png. And the size we're gonna give here is 4% of the screen size. That is height. It's gonna be height into 0.04. Okay. So I think this time this 4% of the screen height will be a little bit bigger. Then also no worries. Unable to, okay. So let me have a look where it is. Amazon black logo, assets, images. Then gonna be Amazon. Okay, Amazon black logo. I wrote Amazon logo black. Okay. Amazon black logo. So as you can see, our Amazon logo is there, but it's like it overlap the it overlaps the notification bar. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap the entire scaffold with a widget known as safe area. And now it looks good. So the next thing we're gonna do is add two widgets here. So if added the image, another two widgets gonna be, I will go with fonts, spacer, and then two icon buttons. One is for the notification one, another for the search one. Icons.l. So this is gonna be our icon, not this one, this one. The next icon is gonna be, I will just go with the color gonna be black. Let me save this one. Okay, this is our notification icon. Next gonna be our next icon is going to be the search icon. Yeah, let's save it. Yeah, it looks good. Now a little bit of size, I think. Size, I think it should be 3 or I think 0.03. It will, I think it will be good. Okay, let's make it 4. 3.5 will go good, I think so. 3.5. Sorry, 0.35. Yeah, okay. 0.35 is good. I'll simply copy this one and paste it here and save it. Yeah, these two are looking good. So the next thing we're gonna implement is this section, hello user, and this one. Okay. So I will come to body, and in container part, I will go with the padding, and I will add vertical padding. So it's gonna be height into 0.02, that is 2% of the screen height. And now I will go with the child, and it's gonna be column. And the first thing which comes up is a row where there will be rich text, and another will be a circle avatar where our picture will be there, or the user picture will be there. So first goes rich text, first goes a row, and the children's are gonna be rich text, and here it will be children. Here will be children, and then here will be text span, and hello text gonna be hello, and then it's going to be the styling is going to be text theme. You got text theme dot. I think 18 will be going good. So 14 medium, and I will save this one. Let's have a look how it looks like. Okay, hello. That's the same. Okay. I think a little bit of padding I should add to the store. I will simply add a little bit of padding, and it's going to be symmetric, and the width horizontal gonna be width into 0.04. So I'm assigning 4% of screen width here for large. Yeah, it looks good. The second thing which I'm gonna add up here is the name of the user. So currently we haven't added our Firebase database, so we don't know like who is going to use our name. So after we implement all of these four screens, we're gonna implement the database, and at the time we will add all of the database data. For now, we're gonna go with static data. Okay. So I will simply write my name here. At the same, you go like you do the same, you write your name. And here we need to add a little bit of like bold text. The text gonna be bold because as you can see here, the name is bold. So we will copy weight, font weight, and it's going font weight dot bold. Yeah. So what we're gonna do here is that we will add a comma here and a little bit of space. Yeah, now it looks good. Now at last we're gonna add a circle avatar. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna save this one, and after rich text, const spacer. So why we're using the spacer? Spacer basically does this thing like that. If we don't know the gap between two widgets, like here, we basically don't know like what is the gap. It might be 60% of the screen width, it might be 50%. We basically don't know. So spacer does the thing like that. It applies the maximum blank space it can. So like if she files it okay, there is a like 70% blank space, then it will go with 70% blank space. Like it will apply 70% blank space in between these two widgets. So that's how the spacer works. So since I don't know like what will be the blank space in between those two of them, so I have just added spacer here. Another way you can do is that in row you can go with main axis alignment and space between. So it will like add enough space in between, like all of the blank space in between these two widgets. Okay. So spacer is good. So I am using spacer. And here goes circle avatar. Background color gonna be gray. So I haven't imported the file yet. Page 3, and here the radius gonna be height into 0.05. Let's save it and have a look how it looks like. Okay, it looks good. Yeah, this little one, it looks good. Yeah. So next thing we're gonna implement, next widget or the next part of the screen we're gonna implement is this one. So it's basically a grid view with 4 grids, 2 cross 2. Let's implement this one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, yeah, padding is done. Like this row section has been implemented. Now this one, preview, okay? Preview the builder. Grid delegate gonna be silver, grid delegate with fixed cross axis count. Cross axis count gonna be 2. Cross axis spacing gonna be 10, and main axis spacing gonna be 10. Then goes what? Shrink wrap. Yeah, we don't want me to add this thing. Shrink wrap gonna be true. Another thing gonna be physics. Physics gonna be never scrollable scroll physics. And item builder. In item builder, we're gonna go with context, comma, index, and we need to return something. For now, we will return a container. The container here are, as you can see, they are very little grayish and the border are gray and the inside text are black. So let's do it. The container decoration, box decoration, the border color gonna be gray. Border radius, it's gonna be border radius with circular. It will be going to be 50. Why 50? Because these are rounded border. Okay, that's the reason we're gonna go with 50. And border radius and the color gonna be gray shade 2. I think this will go good. Let's save. So here we'll be going to use paint, and in you so you can see that the grids are really too big and it's not looking good. So what I'm gonna do is introduce a new field here, that is child aspect ratio. So I will make it 1.3. Let's save it and have a look. Okay, let's go with 1.7 and we, yeah, we need to go with 2.1. Save it. I think so 2.5. We need to reduce it by more, like increase it by more. 3. No, we need to reduce it some more, I think so. Because you can see here the height of these buttons are really too less in compared to the height of these buttons. And you can see that between these two widgets like hello, username, and this button says a little bit of free spacing here. So we haven't added those free spacing. So let's add this free spacing. So here will be common functions dot black space, and the height gonna be height into 0.01 and width gonna be 0. Yeah, that goes good. Now we'll save this one, and there's a little bit of spacing here. Another thing, we're gonna add padding here, and it's gonna be symmetric padding. Horizontal, we're gonna give 4% of screen width. Save it. Yeah, it looks good. I think so. A little bit of 888 aspect ratio by. Yeah, now it looks a bit familiar. Yeah, this one still. Let's make it 4. Yeah, it looks good. So now the thing is like that we need to add text here. So I'll mark this one const, and in the child, we're gonna go with text. So one thing we can do is like that index equals to 0. Then okay, not this one. I think instead this we should go with builder. Context, and here it is. Here the code will be if index equals to 0, return this, and I will simply copy this out and paste it twice. 0.2. And it will return text, and it's gonna be your orders, buy gain, and your card. Your orders, and the styling gonna be texting dot body medium. I think will do good. The same I will copy here, paste here, and paste here. So after your orders, it is buy gain. I will just simply copy it out. Sorry, cut it out. Buy gain, and next is your account. And by default, it should also return in text. So I will just paste it here. I forgot to add this return text here. And at last also, yeah, I also need to go with this return. And at last, it's your wish list. Wish list. Sorry, it's your wish. Yeah. Now you can see this like this text on the top left corner. So we have to align them in the center. So we'll just do a thing is alignment and make it alignment dot center. Let's save it. And yeah, now it's look good. So we have implemented this app bar and this section, that is user one, and this 4 buttons. So the next section we're gonna implement here is your orders. The next section we're gonna implement here is your orders. So let's implement this one. It's basically nothing. We just have to wrap a row and a list view inside a column. So let's implement it. So we'll come back here. That is body. Yeah. So we'll go with a column, and then the children's gonna be a row. So at first we can see here is your orders and then see all. Here will be a text. Sorry, this is going to be text, and there is no need of this one. Let's save it, and it's gonna have a font width. Sorry, that will be copy width. We make it. We need to make it bold. As you can see, this one like it's the same font size, and here it looks bold. So the thing we gonna add here is font width, and it's gonna be bold. So let's save it and have a look. How does it look like? Yeah, it says hello, but yeah, it will be your orders. Yeah. So if you see this picture, you find that there is a little bit of padding here at the top, bottom, right, and left. So we need to wrap our entire column with the padding. And here to be symmetric for horizontal, I'm gonna go with 4% of the screen width. And for vertical, I'll be going with 1% of the screen height. Remove this const and let's save it. Yeah, it looks good. So next thing here will be see all. Yeah, right. Here it is a button, see all. So let's add a text with text button here. And the styling here will be text theme dot, and I think body small will be good. Body small, and the color gonna be blue. So I will go with copy weight, color, blue. Let's add commas here and save it. Yeah, okay. So I mistakenly, it needs to be inside the row. And yeah, okay. It looks good. So now the thing is that we need to move this see all to the right. Okay, as you can see. So basically, whenever we go with the text button, it adds a little bit of padding. So I think we don't need to go with this text button. Instead, we will use inkwell. Yeah, okay, just save it. Yeah, it looks good. The padding is removed. And we need to shift the C all to the right side. So the thing we're gonna add here is main axis alignment, and it will be main axis alignment dot space between. Now save it. Yeah. So the next thing is like we need to add a little bit of spacing here, and then here comes a list. Okay, list of your previous orders or the user's previous order. So we will add a little bit of spacing, common functions, sorry, common functions dot blank space, and the height gonna be 1% of the screen height, and width gonna be 0. And then we will go with the list view dot builder. So the thing is that here the list is not vertical, it's a horizontal list. So we need to assign a height to this list. So I will wrap the list view with a size box and assign it a height of 17% of screen height. Yeah. And let's add this context dot index. So we need to add a little bit of more things here. That will be item count gonna be 5, shrink wrap gonna be true. Okay, and here we need item count here gonna be 5. Sorry, here gonna be 5, and shrink wrap gonna be true. And we need to return a container with decoration, and the width of the container gonna be 40% of the screen width. Width gonna be 40% of the screen width. And here in decoration, why we do need decoration? Because we see that there is a rounded border, rounded raised border, so we need to add that one. Box decoration border dot all color gonna be gray shade 3, and the border radius gonna be dot circular, and it will be 10. Okay. Yeah, let's save this one. Okay, we also do need to add a little bit of margin here. Width is good, so let's add margin symmetric. Horizontal gonna be 2% of the margin gonna be 2% of the screen width. And let's save this one. Okay, so why is it like that? Height gonna be height into 0.17. Okay. Okay, so the thing is like that here it is not here it currently the list view is in vertical axis, so we need to change the axis. Here it will be scroll direction, it will be axis dot horizontal, and let's save this one. Yeah, it looks good now. Okay, so we also do need to add physics here. So the physics gonna be page scroll physics. So why page scroll physics? Because wherever we add list, so suppose if we don't add this physics, it will happen like that. We will be scrolling this thing. Suppose we need to scroll the entire page. If we like click here and go for like scrolling, it won't scroll. That's the reason we go for like page scroll physics. What it does that like we can press here and then we can scroll it up. Okay, this section has been implemented. In this picture, you can see that there are products here, but currently we won't be adding this product. It's because like in later future, we will be implementing the entire order section through like Firebase database. So for now, we don't need to like add those things. So let's move on to the next section, that is keep shopping for. So before that, we need to add a little bit of spacing here, and then we have to add a divider, and then we need to add this one. Okay. So let's implement that. So what I will do here is I will extract out this section and name it orders. Yeah. So next thing, we need to add a divider, common functions dot divider, and let's have a look. Yeah. So we need to add a little bit of spacing here. I think 1% of the spacing will be good. Height into 0.01 and width gonna be 0. Okay. So here it looks good. Now we need to implement this section, keep shopping for, and yeah, here the widgets are grid. So basically we will be implementing grid view here. So again goes column, children. We can do a thing like, as you can see, this section and this section both are similar. We can copy this row from this widget, like this section. We can copy the row from here where we will get the heading or the title and the see all thing. So let's copy it here. I will go to user orders and copy the entire row. Okay. So another thing, this column needs to be wrapped with a padding and symmetric padding. Here, the padding will be for horizontal. It's going to be 4% of the screen width. And for vertical, it's going to be 1% of the screen height. And we need to remove this const. Yeah. And here goes the row. Here instead, your orders, it will be keep shopping for. Keep shopping for, and here it will be browsing history. Let's save this one. Yeah, it looks good. So the next thing we're going to implement here is a grid view builder. So let's implement it. Before that, we need to add a little bit of spacing here. So here will be common functions dot blank space, height going to be 1% of the screen height, and width going to be 0. Let's implement grid view builder. And here will be silver grid delegate with fixed cross-axis count, and the cross-axis count going to be 3. Item builder, it is going to be context comma index. Okay, so the item count for now, like again goes the same thing. We're gonna implement this section also from Firebase database. So for now, we will just go with a rough grid view. Like we won't be implementing this images and text here. So it is gonna be a rough grid view here. And later phase, when we will implement the Firebase database, we will implement all of these things. So for now, item count gonna be 5. And here we need to add main axis spacing 10, cross axis spacing 10, and child. So okay, I will implement it later. And let's return a container. And here the decoration are going to be the same as the upper decoration, or you can say the decoration of user orders. So I will simply copy the decoration from here. save this one. Okay, I forgot to add the shrink wrap. Shrink wrap true. Okay, it will throw me a bunch of like errors. I just need to uncheck this one. Yeah, and reload this. Yeah, it looks good. So if you see in this picture, you find that there is a square box with the product tag getting displayed, and in below section, the details are there. So we need to wrap our container with a column, and we wrap our container again with a widget expanded. Yeah. And after expanded, we're gonna go with a text, and product, and the styling gonna be text theme dot body medium. Okay, let's save this one. Yeah, product. Okay. So another thing is cross axis alignment. It's gonna be star. Okay, now it looks good. It looks a bit same like this one. Okay, there is the details. Okay, so I think we need to add one thing extra here, that is child aspect ratio. And what does this child aspect ratio means? This means like what will be the dimension of your grid. So currently by default the child aspect ratio is 1. So we get a square grid, but here I gonna need a rectangular grid. Like we need a little bit more height. So I will go with 0.9 and save it. Yeah, as you can see, the height increases. So we have implemented this section. Then we need to add a little bit of spacing here, and then there goes again a divider. So what I will do here is that I will add const here. I will wrap this entire padding, or like extract out this code and name it keep, keep shopping. Okay. So now next thing we're gonna add is a little bit of spacing and a divider. I will copy it from here, paste here. And the last section we need to implement is this one, buy again. Okay. The next section we're gonna implement is this one. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. We need to add a little bit of spacing here, then a divider, then goes this section. Okay. Save it. And okay, here goes the same. Since as you can see, like we didn't had added any physics here. So the moment I want to scroll this entire screen, it is not scrolling. So we need to add physics here. So I will go to keep shopping section, and in the list or in the grid view, I will add physics, and it will be page scrolling physics. Okay. Once. Yeah, now I can scroll this entire page, as you can see, page scrolling physics. So the next section is like, as you can see, there is a grid view, there's a divider here. Now we need to implement this section. Okay. This is basically the same as this one. So I can do one thing, I can copy it out. That is your orders. Okay. Your orders section. So currently I am copying this widget. So if you are new, then I just suggest you don't copy it out. You instead try yourself to implement this thing by your own. and I'm going to name this widget as buy again. Okay, so a little bit of changes here. The okay, padding is good. Here it will be buy again, and see all. Okay, it's good. I think here the height will be like, okay, I need a square. As you can see here in this picture, all the products are in square. So here I need something like it should be square in dimension. The container should be square in dimension. So I think 12 will be good. I will just simply copy it out and paste here the same, and here also the same. Okay. Now I need to add this grid view. Okay. Grid view not. After this divider, I need to add keep shopping. Sorry, that's not keep shopping. Bargain. Bargain. Okay. Let's save this one and have a look. Okay. This bargain looks good. So I think we need to increase the height and width by little. So I will go to bargain and make it 1.4, 1.4, and here also 1.4, and save this one. Okay, now it's look good. Okay. So our entire screen has been implemented, as you can see here. First goes the greetings to the user, then goes four buttons, then your orders. So currently we haven't added any product details or product images here, because later on we'll be implementing through our Firebase database your orders. I think we need to add a little bit of spacing here after your orders, and then same goes for this one. You keep shopping for, and then bargain. So let's add a little bit of spacing. Two. Okay, bargain. I have added the spacing. Earlier it was 1% of the screen height. Now it's 2% of the screen height. So let's go do the same for other widgets. Here it will be browsing history. Okay, keep shopping for. I have added 2. Yeah, this looks good. And for your orders, I will go to your order section, user order section, and make it 2. Save this one, and okay, it's good to go. So in this video, we have implemented the entire view screen, or you can say this some kind of profile screen. Not profile screen, basically. It basically shows what are your orders, what you like, what you have, what were the products you have seen previously. So in the next video, we're gonna implement the cart section. So meet you there.